I don't go to work because I have to. I put on these jeans,
these shoes,
these gloves,
because I need something as reliable as I am.
because they keep me light on my feet.
Because my hands are my tools.
Sometimes it's hard to keep up.
The hours are long.
My body wants to quit. But I'm proud.
It's who I am.
It's my grind. This is our coffee. And this is how it lives.
What's up, guys? Mandy Rose here, and you're watching THS Wrestling on the Hashtag Show.
What's going on, everybody? Happy end of the weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend. This is THS Wrestling presents That Wrestling Show. My name is John, and I am a man that decided, no, I don't need to sit at a wrestling show. I'll stand for 3.5 hours. Wow, what a good idea that was. And I am joined by the person who joined me at this wrestling show, Neeson. How are you?
I'm just circling the 6, man. I'm just circling
that 6, baby.
I'm great. Also, I'm probably never going to a death match wrestling show ever again. Way too close to blood. And also, I did stand for half of that show, and I woke up with terrible knee problems. So, yeah.
Let's just talk about how old we are. I woke up this morning
This
and
show
I was like
30 plus.
I was like, oh man, what the hell? Ken, what's going on? Mike, what's going on? Yes, and all standing only shows challenge. Here's the thing, it wasn't a standing only show. I chose to stand. We had reserved rows, and I was like, yeah, I'll stand.
We really did. I do want to say that about wrestling shows, more so independent wrestling shows. Each independent wrestling shows, I don't care what it really costs. Look, I'm not financing it. Give me risers, okay? I don't want to sit on a flat, everything flat, and then it's just the ring, and I gotta keep moving side to side to look over somebody's head. I am height challenged, okay, vertically challenged, if you will. I can't keep people 6'5" sitting in front of me, and I'm just trying to look in between things. Give me risers. I don't care how much money it costs. It elevates the show. It makes it feel better. I'm not coming to any more shows unless I could sit in a bird's eye nest like Hawkeye. Damn it! Just putting that out there.
I back in the Bay, APW would run high school gyms that had the risers, and dude, this is the best.
It's the best. Great. I mean, maybe not at that venue because the ceiling was as low as my fucking shoulder, but still, hey, again, I was sitting in a bird's nest. I like we're in Budapest, just me and you, Pingle, sitting in an air vent deck, playing tic-tac-toe while watching people do tope cenas, and almost
tope suicidas.
Yeah.
But guys, I mean, we went to the Circle 6 show last night. It was a lot of fun. I got to play my favorite independent wrestling game. Whose blood is this, mine or a wrestler's? When I got home, it was wrestlers, not mine. We had some death matches. We had some pretty cool. Oh my God, the Brody King Biff match was amazing.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. I know they did have some streaming issues, and I can tell you the power legitimately went out at the venue. It was very funny because our producer said when the lights went out, he went, "Oh, who do you think's coming out?" And I said PG&E. You could hear the generator. You could hear it going on and off. But
I was like, clearly AW has you brainwashed. Lights go out. Oh, who do you think is coming
out? Well, I mean, yeah, it was a fun show though, and I'm looking forward to the future of Circle 6. It should be a lot of fun,
buddy.
Yeah. Standing only death match. Book it. So just you stand. It's the entire show. Who can sit first? That's the death match. That's the
Yeah.
who falls. They are the loser. Well, we got a lot to talk about. I think the biggest news of the week. Well, I mean, do we want, because I know we were like, Scott Hall's not doing well. Last week we didn't know, and then he had sadly passed away on Monday. It was announced on Monday Night Raw. Just a lot of outpouring of support and great memories. And just very sad because we thought maybe he'd pull through, and sadly he did not. And they did a nice tribute on Raw, which I watched live again.
You did. You know, you
I
like
hate
Raw,
it.
don't
It's
you?
awful. It's so bad.
It wasn't that bad this week. Come on.
No, it wasn't. But the tribute was very nice. And I did see somebody online say maybe instead of doing the battle royal, they should do nope, he doesn't like it. The Scott Hall ladder match tribute. 50
That'd be
guys
cool.
in a ring with a ladder.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be something different. I think it would be cool. I'm not saying I don't like it. I just think where I don't know. Like it was one of those things where I think it'd be great the music video tributes.
The best.
Look, I think WWE usually starts off the show with the tributes. I think they got the news right before, right?
And so it was literally got it right before.
Yeah. But for the package to already like be ready and them but that's why they had to put in right before the last segment of the show. Corey Graves doing an incredible job just delivering and tossing to the package. We know that Scott Hall was a coach down at NXT sometimes, a guest coach, and a lot of people reached out to him. So, but for them to do a ladder match, I would love that if they took care of it. That's my issue. Like if they could do it, usually at Mania, it's usually like a ladder match for the Intercontinental title or a multi-man match for the Intercontinental title. So if they could take care of it and say, okay, every Mania, they're gonna have a this is the Scott Hall Invitational sort of thing. Like if they could really make that a thing, then I'm for it. But just the one-off and them not to take care of it, that's why I'm really like I don't know, man. Because look, I mean, the Mae Young Classic is not even a thing.
I mean,
but even that, right?
No, I'm saying would they even do it justice anymore?
They wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm saying they don't so they don't take care of a lot of the newer, the newer, I guess, tributes. Yeah, so that's why it makes me like but I think, hey man, like if they could do something like that, that'd be great. Revolution do it. I don't think AEW will definitely I mean they can, I guess, but
no, I don't think so. I don't think they'll well, did they throw anything up on Rampage? I didn't see.
They did. Rampage. They did it on Dynamite.
I think I missed like the first 2 minutes of Dynamite.
Yeah, the account did it. I know the Twitter account did it for sure. So they did a RP Scott Hall because people are like, he never was in your company, like type of thing.
I mean, that's like not the point though. Like it doesn't matter. Like he was a big part of everyone's childhood. Britt Baker did kind of do a tribute.
She had the whole drip. She had the whole drip gear.
Love it.
She had the whole drip gear. Are we talking about that match? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
We will. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Cool.
We're gonna talk about it.
Cool.
But yes, thoughts and prayers for all of Scott Hall's family and friends.
Absolutely.
It's been super difficult. It's been really hard to read all those tributes. Yeah. Well, But
it's tough, man.
Yeah.
Like I am glad I did get to meet him.
Yeah, and interview him.
Yeah, and I didn't realize the impact. I didn't realize the impact that how Scott Hall had on me as a kid. Like when I just start remembering how I used to walk around with the vest, with the color vest, how I used to still do walk through the doors, and the toothpick and the yo, and even the Canadian tuxedo with the arms cut off. I was like, oh, that's cool. I actually have a little outfit that's kind of like that hanging up there. Just little things, man. He was cool. He was machismo. You couldn't tell me this man wasn't Puerto Rican or like Tony Montana, like he didn't sell drugs, and he clearly didn't. But it was he played that character well. I mean, look, some may say, there's Razor selling drugs, and then there's the Undertaker being a dead man. Those are the two best characters, and I couldn't argue that.
Oh, I would. No, I'm just kidding. I would. You know what we didn't put up? The photographic evidence of me holding the Undertaker wine.
You got time by the end of the day, sir.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta talk and stuff.
Come on.
Anyway, guys.
Yeah.
So it feels like we've been talking about Cody Rhodes till we're blue in the face. But we're gonna do it some more because it's apparently official now. Cody Rhodes has indeed signed with the WWE. Apparently, I'm sure it's true at this point. And now there he is. He's got his golden shovel. He's going
because
he's
digging all that money, baby.
Yeah, he's digging it all up, bringing it home, and he's like, "Look at I have this much money." That's what he's saying. Apparently, I read today it's not even for as much as he was making in AEW. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, guys, this is apparently official now. Cody Rhodes is back with WWE. And I mean, the rumors are, since Seth Rollins doesn't have a match at WrestleMania, that's where we're going to see his first feud start with Seth Rollins. Now, the rumors have been he's going to debut after Raw. He's going to debut at Mania. It'll be like a surprise, like Seth Rollins cutting a promo. I don't have a match. And then for some reason, Cody Rhodes will come out. Or he could debut ahead of time. Now, I want the chat. Where would you rather see him debut? Do you want to see him tomorrow? Do you want to see him tomorrow or before Mania? Do you want to see him be a surprise, kind of like the Hardy Boys were at that one? What Mania was that? 34?
The Hardys were a surprise at 30. No, it was after 36. Yeah, because it was Orlando.
That's right, at 36. Do you want to see him debut at the Raw after Mania? Neeson, I pose the question to you. Where do you want to see where do you want to see Cody? I was just reading Ken's comment. Where do you want to see Cody? Before, during, or after WrestleMania?
Perfect world. I want to see Cody Rhodes debut Monday, tomorrow. I want to see him debut before Mania. I want to see, because I want a story going into Mania. Now, granted, it doesn't. I mean, I think that's the main thing. I want a story. I want, if it's Rollins even saying like he keeps saying I'm the revolutionary, I'm the revolution, I'm this, I'm that. I'm all for it. But if it's Cody Rhodes just showing up at Mania and just like them having a random match, like, and nothing there, I don't know, man. I don't really think I'm 100% for that. Yeah. But look, again, this is just great either way, right? So, I mean, I guess my question will be, what are you more interested in? Are you interested in seeing him before or at Mania, or the Raw after Mania?
See, here's the thing with and after we talk about this, we're going to talk about how do we feel about 2-night Manias, and and we're gonna run down the card. But I think one of the things that I guess tip my hat a little bit. One of the things that is good about a 2-night Mania is you could literally set this match up on night 1 of Mania for night 2 of Mania. You could do that.
How would you do that? Like, would you just like set it up to where you hear this?
And he has the Magician's Apprentice hat on, and he's just pointing at the side of the stage, and fireworks are going up.
Like, is that so? You hear this on the first night, right? Is that what happens? You're hearing this on the first night, and then he comes out and he's just like, "You tomorrow night,
yeah,
Dallas, Texas, 7 o'clock."
You could do that.
When I'm a younger, like, is that?
I mean, you could do that. You could set it up night 1 to night 2.
He's still walking down a ramp, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to replay
the train. What about the train? Like the train coat that he's gonna have.
Listen, I'm acting annoyed, but it's gonna be cool.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be.
So Dylan says set the open challenge tomorrow night on Raw. Night 1, he's not waiting for night 2.
Seth is gonna be a night 2. Seth, Roman, Seth. They're going to be night. I mean, you know, I feel like Seth has to be night 2, but I think imagine the pop that you will get on opening Monday Night Raw in Dallas, Texas.
But it's
like, I don't know.
So you don't think so you're kind of like,
I'm saying I don't want him just to show up at Mania. I don't want him just to show up at Mania. Like, honestly, if it's a choice of your first time showing up personally at Mania or Monday after Raw, give me the Monday after Raw, because the Monday after Raw has not been what it's the allure.
Oh, it hasn't been for years. For a couple of years. It's been boring.
Right? Exactly. So I think imagine, because you know the crowd is going to be hot. You know, you don't see Cody the whole time, right? So you start off Raw with literally, it's more than one royal family in professional wrestling. Like the crowd, like you're setting the tone for it. You don't even have to have anything anymore. But like that sets the tone for Monday, and not only Monday, that sets the tone for Monday to the summer. Like that sets your summer.
But I think like, if Seth is gonna be, I didn't see this comment, and that would be amazing. That's how it should be. Absolutely. Big Showhausen.
Very, very big.
What is this? It'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be $1. Yeah, you know,
but I mean, like, what do you do if let's talk about Seth, because Seth is kind of don't you feel like it's weird that Seth would not have a match at WrestleMania? Like, he's done a lot of great work for this company for not only like this year, but forever. Okay. And I feel like you can't leave him off of Mania, right?
Mm-hmm. You're 1,000% correct. I think you don't leave him off of Mania. So my pitch will be, look, everybody's expecting Cody, right?
Stardust, got it. Love it.
Let's give Seth somebody else, maybe a legend, or maybe somebody we could do a one-off with, somebody that could spark, and he could beat them and claim that he's the revolutionary, he's the visionary, and talk all this big crap, right? And like nobody, I should be this and this and that, and then you have Cody come out Monday night and kill it. And I can't see any other way, like, to make a statement starting off the biggest Monday, the biggest Raw of the year, going into the summer. Mind you, we have Money in the Bank at the Las Vegas Stadium.
Oh, he's going to be in that match. Exactly. He'll be in that match,
man.
And a rocket to him.
And then we got SummerSlam. right after that. So you set up hot with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins starting Monday. You don't have to worry about literally nothing else on Raw, in which there already is plans of doing a Raw like a multi-man match for the world title on Raw for the Raw title. Yeah, that's also a thing. They already put out promos. It's like AJ Styles, somebody like a 5-man match for
the vacant title.
Yeah, man. So I mean we could talk about that, because my prediction stands. Roman is going to win both titles, and he's going to drop one and still continue on with one.
Do you know what he should do as another tribute to Scott Hall? He should take the Raw title and juke Kevin Nash and throw it in a garbage can. Like he did the television title.
Yeah. They would never allow, Vince would never allow that. But I think he's just gonna be like, look, like, I'm not showing up to both shows. Like, please, you're not overworking me. Like, get out of here.
That would be a great promo. Like, hey, I'm not even gonna be in the building. That's how much I'm not gonna be there. I've delivered your title back. I've proven what I need to do.
Yeah.
Have your little match for your dumb title. Goodbye.
And that's exactly what he's gonna do, because he hasn't been talking about he's gonna be both champions and all that. Like, he's literally just been, I'm just gonna beat you for it. Like, I'm just gonna beat you just to have these and move on my merry way. And I think that's what we're gonna get. And so it's gonna be a complete reset for Raw. Plus, they're talking about a shakeup anyway. So it's gonna be
things up.
Yep, it's going to be a complete reset, and I think a perfect way to reset that with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes headlining. Plus, you got AJ Styles coming off of Edge. You're going to have so many top guys that coming out at Money in the Bank match. Fantastic. The needle mover doesn't work 3 nights. Look, man. Look,
3 hours. He don't work 3 hours.
Yeah. He doesn't work 3 hours. Look, I completely understand that.
I get it.
But 3 hours is necessary at this.
So you think Seth does have a match at Mania against a random person?
Look, I mean, it's probably gonna be Cody Rhodes. Let's just be honest. I want it to be a random person.
Ted DiBiase Jr. Got it.
What if? Hear me out. Guys, follow me. So he's been talking about this revolutionary thing. He's been talking about he is the visionary. He is the guy. He started, everybody has done the things he has done, right? He's done them to the highest extent. But there was a guy that once was I don't know, a rebel heart, if you will. And if hear me out.
Run, Johnny, run.
Hear me out. If he came out, Johnny Gargano premiering in Texas in front of 85,000 people with if you just heard like just the claps, the Rebel Heart playing coming out, Johnny Gargano faces Seth Rollins, even if he beats him. So now Seth Rollins is able to talk his trash, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's a good showing for Johnny Gargano. On Monday, he shows up.
And he's best friends with
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out. And now you can have Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano as a legit tag team on Raw. Like, which is necessary. I want to see Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano as a tag team on Raw, because it shows that you can't lose them both in the sauce. Like, I feel like Tommaso Ciampa will get lost, right? Like, just solo. I feel like it'll be a great mid card, and he'll be great at, going for the US title or the Intercontinental title. But imagine if, oh my God, but imagine if, you got DIY back. Come on, man. Come on. This is just me fantasy booking, armchair booking. If I was Bruce, if I was whoever, I'll be at Johnny Gargano's door every single, hey, here's some new formula for your baby. Here's some new clothes for your baby. Here's a new stroller for your baby. Hey, here's $3 million 5 years come work for Raw.
They do not care.
Hey. Guy could dream, Kenny.
Yeah. Well, I believe Johnny Gargano is actually making a appearance here in California at what is it, JWO, whatever that place is, the Jimmy.
Yeah. When is he doing it?
I didn't see the date. I just saw the little flyer, but did not comprehend what the date was.
We need to ask good old Mike.
Yeah, he'll know.
He'll know.
He'll know for sure. Okay, so we're gonna roll into talking about WrestleMania a little more. Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Since we're talking about WrestleMania, can I bring something up?
Yeah.
So we're talking about WrestleMania, Manias. The good old guys over there at Mac Mania. Yeah. Hey guys at Mac Mania podcast. Look, great guys, great. Well, really swell gentlemen over there.
Well, gentlemen.
Swell gentlemen, swell and swole. By the way, I see you, Jack. I see you working out, even though you're a trader. I see you working out. Yeah, Jack's a trader. We have video evidence of it. He traded right on this show, said he was with us, and then he go on and jump ship. It's fine. It's dandy. It's great. They put out a little video. I just wanted to play. And just let everybody know.
So what's this fine gentleman? He said his Neeson. What's his name?
Neeson over that hashtag show.
Hey, yo, Neeson over at this hashtag show. You really want the smoke? Do you really want the smoke? Oh, no. Brian is one of them brushing up on 2K22. He is looking real good, looking limber, fingers looking loose. Neeson, I'm calling you out right now on the Mac Mania podcast. Wow. We will do this. We will film this. It will be done. I hope you're in Texas, and they probably going to have some kind of integration set up. We might settle it there.
Hey, you're going to get embarrassed.
I am not doing anything.
Brian Waters, you guys could get all your friends lined up. Brian Waters alone could gauntlet all of you and your buddies.
That's how I think I want to do it.
Yeah, put 32 tables.
I'm the Mac of the Mac Mania show. I don't want to get my hands dirty. What? I call upon Captain Planet. I summon Chocolate Captain Planet. That's what a Planeteer would do. I summon. I don't.
I summon.
Like
Sitting there with the ring, like my job.
I'm picking up a few pieces of trash, and then when things get hot and heavy, I call on Chocolate Captain Planet.
The whole show's a cop out. Yo, Captain Planet, help me.
But when you say it like that, I imagine like someone walking their dog, and when they use the bathroom, they're like, I don't want to pick this up. Captain Planet, can you?
They want to go, they'll give the whole rundown of Captain Planet. Like they're like Planeteers, they like pick up litter and stuff, but all of a sudden like a crazy pollution guy will come. Like we can't do anything with this guy. They're like Earth. Shout out to watch Captain Planet, but I got the Chocolate Captain Planet. Mr. Williams, kick rocks.
Kick rocks. It's a great closing line, by the way. Actually, shout out to Evan Mack. Yes, t-shirts. Kick rocks, Mac Mania. It's a great shirt. I would get it, but you used it against me. So therefore, it is a weapon that I would never support personally, because you said Neeson kick rocks. But great shirt, guys. I advise you to buy it. Just know a proper response is coming. And when we either come to Dallas, or better yet, when you come over here to LA and you come down to the fine Neff Lounge, you understand the work that you will receive. But please look out for a proper response tomorrow, sometime right before Raw, or maybe even after. Just look out for that, guys, on our social feeds, because it didn't take that lightly. You dig?
Hi, Flobo. Hi, bud.
Yeah, Flobo. Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, Flobo. And you know what, Flobo, you sat there, you was like, oh no. But my God, that Jack and that Evan Mack.
Yeah, Jack had a lot to say.
Jack had a lot to say, didn't he? Woo-hoo. It's all good. We're ready to go. But since we're talking about WrestleMania, we're talking about Mac Manias, we're talking about all of that. Hey, just know. And I'm just gonna say, Dylan, God damn it, Dylan. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Shout out
that,
to shout out to Dylan for breaking down alliances with clips.
So yeah, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. But WrestleMania, Pingo.
WrestleMania, guys. All right, so 2 nights.
That's
Ooh.
right. That's right.
Ooh.
This is the way. This is the way. He's more like bringing he's bringing cops. He's bringing cops to a Gotham fight. They don't matter.
They don't. Okay, so WrestleMania 38, 2 nights, guys. And I'm looking, you know what? Honestly, pretty bold that this is one single match. All these people on the poster, one match, guys. That's pretty bold, if you ask me.
Is that Cody Rhodes? Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Johnny Knoxville.
Oh yeah, there he is in the corner there. But all kidding aside, I'm looking at the WrestleMania card, 2 nights. We have a lot of multi-man matches here. I'll go down what we have so far because God knows it could change.
Mm-hmm.
We have the fatal 4-way for the women's tag team. We have the Raw tag team title match with 3 teams, and I feel like there was another match that had more than 2 teams in it, and apparently I'm not seeing it right now. We have a lot of celebrity. We have 2 celebrities fighting, Logan Paul and Pat McAfee, which Pat McAfee, as always, killing it with his promos. Do you feel like? How do you feel about the 2-night format? Because I'm feeling like I see this, and like I see a match for the women's tag team and let's not get it twisted. They don't give a shit about they barely care about their own tag, the men's tag team division. They don't care about the women's tag team division. I see that and I'm like, eh. And then we get RK Bro, Street Profits, and this hasn't been announced yet, but I'm assuming we're gonna throw oh my god, I almost called them Alpha Flight. I almost called them a Marvel comic book. Knoxville would be 3 celebrities. So are you saying he's gonna do the Faces of Foley? So how are you feeling about how you look at the Mania card? We've got Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. We have some of our matches that we are excited about. We have Edge, AJ. We have, I don't know if I'm necessarily excited for a winner takes all match. I feel like you have 2 titles, you have 2 champions, maybe do something different. How are you feeling about a 2-night Mania? Is it necessary? Are we feel like we're like we have to fill out 2 nights, so we're kind of just like here, or should we go back to a 1-night format where it could possibly be a 10-hour show?
You know, it's funny that you say that you're not wrong, but I think they don't care about their women's division, or they barely care about their men's tag team division and all these things. But this is why they have a 2-night show. So you can put these women on your show. This is why you have as much multi-man matches, so you can highlight these women and get them on your show. So you're not just having, because it could have easily been Sasha and Naomi versus Queen Zelina and Carmella, right? Like easily, hands down. But Shayna Baszler, as you know, as much as of course she didn't have the dominant reign she had in NXT, but she has been there. Like, she has been ready. She has been, every time they've been called upon her to be used, she has stepped up to the plate. So she has earned that spot. I mean, Natalya, without a question, she has earned to be in every WrestleMania since whenever, right? So that, and then you have Rhea Ripley, if she's not going to be in a single match, which is fine because she hasn't really been a singles player this year, why not put her in a tag match with somebody that also deserves to be on Mania or has earned a spot on Mania with Liv Morgan? That is in that tag team actually feels a lot better and more suitable.
It does. I will say that.
Than Nikki and Rhea, right? So I think this is why it is a 2-night event. And as much as I love the 10-hour WrestleMania. Like I didn't mind that at all. But I do love it being 2 nights, and instead of having 7 matches, give us 14 matches in 2 days. And all these people deserve to perform in front of 85,000 people, deserve to have a big entrance and, have the right lighting and just wrestle on a showcase of the immortals. At the end of the day, it goes into history books, like, of you being on a WrestleMania card. It's definitely not a bad thing. That's why it's like, but I understand people's sentiment, like you said, like they don't care about this, or they're just, people are like, well, why are you even tossing these people in a match? It's like, I would rather have Rhea Ripley on my show than not.
And I agree. And these are all good points. I guess it's better than just having battle royals.
Yes, absolutely. Like, don't give me a battle royal pre-show where you just like forget, where Carmella's winning on a pre-show when she was hot that year. She just won the women's battle royal. Yeah. Same thing with Naomi that year. Like, she just won the women's battle royal. Same thing with Cesaro that year. Like, you have these people that you just win on these pre-shows and it doesn't matter. Like, come on, man. Like, give me something at least that woman. I'm really excited. I don't even mean this as a joke. Like, I'm really excited about that women's tag match because I feel like Sasha Banks and Naomi winning could really rejuvenize that women's tag division. Like, those are 2 people that don't need to be in a tag match, that should be at the top of the women's card, especially with Naomi coming off of that whole Sonya Deville, which got Sonya back in the ring, right? And then you got Sasha Banks was coming off of the coming off a crazy main event Mania, but even after that, she was coming off of the program with with Charlotte. She was coming off the program with Charlotte, right? So coming off of that, like, and we all know her name is bigger than a title. Imagine them actually diving in and building up that tag team division like Sasha did before.
I mean, listen, I would love that. It just, history tells us that.
Absolutely.
History tells us that they'll win it and then they'll lose it on Raw the next night to like Doudrop and someone they just called up from NXT. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, history.
Listen, I want this. Like, I'm looking at these teams.
Mm-hmm.
They make sense.
Yeah.
And I've seen the Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. This is cool. Like, they've got a little like Diesel, Shawn Michaels stuff kind of going on. Yeah. So I mean, that's cool. And then you have the 2 mat technicians in Baszler and Natalya. It makes sense.
That's gonna be a team.
Like, it all makes sense. It's just like WrestleMania just feels like we're going to be 2 nights, and then it's like, but like when it was 1 night, they had no problem putting on like 10, 12 matches that all felt like, oh, this is a storyline,
Yeah, I think this year just feels different because everything feels rushed. Like, everything, like, not even, it's not, more so. Only thing that doesn't feel rushed is Roman and Brock.
Yes.
Like, that's it. Everything else feels rushed. And I think it's the thing of, with releases and coming out and coming out of like COVID and all that nonsense of just everything that the company has went through within the last couple of years. They kind of put themselves in a hole of like, okay, well, now we have to build the stars that we have, right? But they're doing an amazing job with, hey, a Pat McAfee match. Everybody, like, people are actually interested in that, right?
Yes, dude.
The Johnny Knoxville, like, that, like, I think Dylan said in the chat, like, that's gonna slap. Johnny Knoxville putting Sami Zayn's phone, that whole phone number gimmick,
Love
has
it,
been
dude. It's
freaking
great.
incredible, bro. Like, it's been so many things that they capitalized on in a short amount of time. But it just feels like it's been a short amount of time. Like,
Yeah,
we got Ricochet as Intercontinental Champion, and he's gonna be wrestling.
who?
We don't know yet, but I'm sure he's gonna be wrestling.
Are
Probably
you
most likely the
sure? He should be.
A 2-night Mania, Ricochet not being on the card is a travesty.
Well, where's your United States champion?
That's Finn Balor. So Finn Balor is gonna.
He's not hurt. No.
No,
What
no,
am I
no.
thinking?
Finn Balor's not hurt. No. Finn Balor. I don't know if Finn Balor. I don't know if Finn Balor is going to make Mania per se. I wouldn't be surprised, because I honestly think they're setting up Finn Balor and Austin Theory coming out of Mania. They've been playing that, right? Like they've been playing all these pieces, but Finn Balor, you know, I don't see him, but I definitely see Ricochet playing, doing something. But then again, Wrestle Kingdom is the same thing, right? Like they have these multi-man matches.
Well, yeah, they have the Rumble too in the first night.
Right. So, you know, I think we're gonna start getting that. We're gonna get a lot of multi-man matches, first nights, and you know, second night they're gonna try to stack up the card bangers. But I would say
that's a good point.
First night Mania last year was the winner for me. So let's see what they do this year, man. Because
listen, I'd feel a lot better if I saw Ricochet and Finn matches here somewhere for their titles. I think just because, you know, they're their champions, and you know, it's WrestleMania, it's the biggest event of the year, so they should be you know, I'm actually boycotting WrestleMania. WWE doesn't care about what fans want to see or who wins. Should have been Liv Morgan as champ or Queen of the Ring, not Zelina. I don't necessarily. I feel like they're like, here's Liv Morgan. Like I feel like they've done that with her a couple of times.
Right.
But hey, who knows? She could be tag team champions come Mania.
Honestly, I think it was the best move for Liv Morgan not to be champion going into Mania. Like she has risen her star power.
Yeah.
Right. So I think now coming out of that, I for sure think she can be, you know, by close of next year, really pushing for a title in some way, shape, or form. Now, Queen of the Ring, I honestly think the right person won. Zelina was the one that needed something extra. Like Liv didn't need something extra, and that needed to go to a heel. That needed to go to a bad guy. So I think Zelina was the perfect person for that. I just don't think they actually has been, like, I think her going with Carmella has made it worse because she wasn't able to play the queen thing on her own. You know, she's in a tag team. She didn't need the tag team title. So that Ronald, that's a good point, because maybe that's who wins the tag team titles at Mania. Maybe it's Liv and Rhea, two people that have risen their star powers this last year, but not to the tippity top.
Not to the tippity top. And let's move on and talk about the tippity top of a steel cage. Nailed it. Brother. Actually, I don't think anybody jumped off the steel cage, but Thunder Rosa versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, for the AEW Women's World Championship. We have a new champion, Thunder Rosa. She finally captured the title from Britt Baker. There she is, lovingly holding this belt.
Very, very evil. She looks very evil. Yes.
Yeah, doing a little Danhausen tribute on the side there. It looks like. So you get a blimp. So Thunder Rosa is our new AEW Women's World Champion. And now we are left with, now that, I mean, this feud is, if we were doing my GM on WWE 2K22, I think it would say finished. The feud is hopefully finished for a little while. So where do we think, and we're going to talk about, let's talk about the match. Let's talk about where we think Thunder Rosa, who her next opponent is going to be, and what do we think happens with Britt as well. I want all your thoughts in the chat. I want all of them. All of that. So, Neeson, what I'm going to ask you first is, what did you think of this match? What did you think of this match? And are you happy that Thunder Rosa is our champion now? Or does it feel like it's too late? Like this should have happened like a month ago or at the pay-per-view? What? Tell me.
Definitely too late, brother. Look, it's never, it's never too late, sort of thing, but never late is better. I think it should have happened a long time ago, but at the same time, I mean, I think they never positioned Thunder Rosa into like maintaining that top star power. Everything felt rushed. We talked about WWE Mania being rushed. The issue with the women's division, they only try to heat things up like 3 weeks out or a month out of things. It's like, well, you got this story, and they're trying to make a story within these quick moments. I raced through the roster too quick. Absolutely. Like Britt Baker ran through the roster. She actually beat Thunder Rosa. I felt like she beat Thunder Rosa like 10 times. But it felt like it was Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker for like 5 months, but nothing meant nothing. I didn't feel like it even warranted a steel cage, right? Like,
right.
I felt like if you're going to win, I get they're waiting for the hometown and you wanted to do it big there, but it should have been at the pay-per-view. Like, and then maybe you should have her defend at the pay-per-view, right? And have her like be her first defense in a steel cage, like with Britt Baker telling like, no, I want you in a steel cage, and have Thunder Rosa come out. But I think this is going to prove one thing, that Britt Baker carried that division for a year, and she also now has the opportunity to help build that division without a title. Like, all she has to do is say, I want my title back, and then just continue to beat people, or even lose on the way to trying to pursue that title again, because Thunder Rosa is going to need people to face. Like, and I don't know who else she's going to have to face right now. Like, that's actually going to be an interesting story. That's actually going to be interesting heels. Like, are you going to turn Ruby Riot heel, or Ruby Soho heel? Is Ember Moon going to come in, or Athena? I'm sorry, going to come in. Who are you going to have? Like, who's going to face Jade and Thunder Rosa?
See, and that's kind of where the issue is. Are we, because I'm looking at the roster right now, and it feels like we already have our, and I guess that's another feud that's kind of gone on for a while, but we keep going, we need a secondary feud in the women's division when we technically already have one between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. Yes, I agree. It's gone on for way too long, but it is a secondary feud, and they are featuring it. So
it has no heat, bro.
No, I know. I agree. I'm not saying like, I'm just saying oh my God, Rebel's career is 1-9.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't really.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, no.
So,
she's great.
I mean, there's a couple of different ways you could go, but it's kind of like, do any of these feel like a real? What's up?
Speaking of, I just read this, and I just did you see how they did stat? Remember, we were just talking how like probably like last year how Statlander right before she got injured, like it felt like she was supposed to win the title.
Yes.
Where is she? Like, she's not even sniffing. She got hit in the head with like a metal turnbuckle thing by Layla Hirsch. by legit Layla Hirsch, and then got and then and that was on Rampage, and then so now like she's not even sniffing the top of the card.
And then now they're like, is she like, in the words of Joey Styles, is she the new nasty Chris Statlander? Like, what is going on with that? Like, she's wearing all black, and is she an alien anymore? Like, what's going on with that?
That's the thing. You had these built-in gimmicks, and I know you and a certain person in the biz, if you will, were talking about wrestling last night at the show. And one of the things they said was AEW does not have characters. They just have people that are over that when they come out, the crowd just screams and reacts for them and just wants to see them as them. But that's not gonna last. Like, that doesn't last for an extended period of time. That doesn't buy into stories. Statlander was built in that. You had a character. She was an alien. She had the music. She did the boop. She had all these things, and plus she was great in the ring. Like, it was all that encompasses an actual professional wrestling character that could level up a division. And I just don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. But that's a little like side quest she's doing, where she's dealing with legit Layla Hirsch, and I strongly disagree with that, Dylan. But that's fine. We don't have to agree on everything.
You didn't agree on Adam Cole, you know?
Yeah.
And look at you.
Look at you.
Just playing Halo.
So there's like a couple of ways we could go, but it's like, do we need to do, and I hate bringing up my GM mode again. Do we have to sign a free agent to fight a champion while we build somebody else up? Is that what we have to do?
Yes.
Do we have to bring it? Because I mean, Athena has been like talking about Jade, which I am 100% down with. So I mean, yeah, I'm just looking at the roster and I'm like, who do you throw at your face? Do you throw Jamie Hayter at Thunder Rosa first? I think that would be different. That would be new.
But would it have heat behind it?
I don't know.
That's the major issue, right? Like, it doesn't. You could do these matchups, but will they have heat? Will they have? Can they close a match? I mean, can they close the show? And not every match has to close the show, but that's how I view it. Is like, are they going out there with the heat enough to close the show and just going on third, and everybody's like, God, that was the match, you know?
Yeah.
That's what, to me, that's what you should be aiming for. But you know, I don't see nothing built up like that. I mean, then again, you know, you got Keith Lee and QT Marshall. Let's see. Could be over quickly. Who is that?
Taya.
Oh, yeah, but too busy she's tied up with her boy toy, you know. You know, they're just sticking their tongues down each other's throats and having a grand old time, and I'm all for it. Have fun.
So I mean, you could turn Ruby heel if you wanted to, but then if I'm like looking at it and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of heels if you do that. So it's like, what? Or do we just? I think what they should not do is we should not go back to Britt and Thunder right away, like on Wednesday. That should not be happening.
They better not. They better not.
Now, do you leave? And the other thing I suggested to you is, do we say, Britt, thanks, take some time off, and then she comes back, and maybe that's who Jade goes up against when her record's like 50-0,
which would be like next week, because all our matches.
Well, she's about to hit 30, and we don't know who her 30 is gonna be.
You know, I'm not against this, Ronald. Like, putting tournaments together.
I think that would be a good idea.
Because this is a great way to restart the women's division, because you could come out of the tournament with storylines, like you know, so you can have multiple storylines going. So I'm really not against it. I just think yeah, like I just think you not having Ruby win and then like her, you know, basically like falling completely off. I get they're trying to make like it just has
trying
to
to make
be
Jade. That's their new star.
Well, she went up against Britt first, remember?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you have to.
You're talking. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like you keep bringing these people in, so that's why I was like, yeah, if you do sign, like have it be a one-off. Have Jade's 30th win should be versus Athena. Like if you want to win, you want to one-off, have her get a big pop, have her at Athena at the next, but have it be she's not wrestling to the next big show. No pun intended.
The Go Big Show. Nixon. That'd be great. Or Tony.
Oh my, come on.
Nixon, Tony Storm.
Come on, don't you tease me with having Nixon on AEW, damn it. I will start a campaign. You know how I feel about Nixon, and you know how I feel about Tony Storm. That'd be amazing. But Tony Storm just made like $20,000 in 3 hours.
Yeah,
so
dude.
I think she's pretty okay. And let her continue making that money.
She might just chill for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I honestly, I'm just gonna see how much she actually has made so far. Roughly,
it was $10K in an hour, and then I mean, you know, we always have the. I don't know how you would describe Nyla Rose in the women's division. Like she's like always there, front and center. Like you can always just throw Nyla Rose at Thunder Rosa as her first big battle.
Yeah,
and I kind of wish they had. Well, she already went through Mercedes. It's hard, man. It's like I'm looking at the division, and it's just like both Jade and Britt ran through this division.
I'm just gonna say this. I may just open up an OnlyFans page at this point. 40. If everyone bought a base value, like the $20 base, she's at over $40,000. And that's just at base. Yeah, that's a month. That's monthly.
I can almost guarantee that might be more than she was making at NXT.
Yeah, I mean, for sure at NXT. I don't know about a Raw contract, because a year that's like, you know,
yeah,
for $480,000 a year. But come on, man, and she doesn't have to take a bump, please.
Nope. So
please.
I mean, honestly, I think if you free up, if we just finish this Hikaru Shida Serena Deeb feud, so I think Serena Deeb Thunder Rosa would be amazing. I think those would be a really good series of matches. And then I mean, Hikaru Shida could chase Jade. I think those are two people that you've built up in a secondary role, no matter how like, all right, we get it, they don't like each other, it is. But yeah, I think those are two people that you could split up from their feud and figure it out. And I mean, Ty Conti's gonna have her hands full with Paige Van Zant when she starts wrestling. That's obviously gonna be her first feud. So yeah, I don't know, but I think they shouldn't face each other again. Thunder and Britt. Anyway.
No.
We're gonna keep talking about AEW, because last night during the Japanese promotion DDT's show, the man in the opening match at Circle 6, Christopher Daniels, came on the screen and said, "Hey, we're going to be bringing over some of DDT's stars to AEW. And my first reaction is, oh, that's awesome, because I love DDT. They have a bunch of great wrestlers there. But then my secondary reaction is, oh no, where are they going to put all of these people? Because our roster is already feels too much. And now we're going to and listen, I think partnerships between wrestling companies is great. I think it's cool, like bringing in different talent, and I love it. But in AEW's case, we already talk about, why isn't this person on? Why isn't this person doing? Why isn't this, and now it's like, hey, by the way, here are some more people that we're going to try and introduce. Neeson, what do we do about this? Are you even excited about this?
Yes and no. I more so no, because I have the same sentiments you had. That my thoughts were what exactly I text you. They need more TV time. Because I don't want to see, or run house shows. I think that'd be great. Like, run a couple of house shows every now and then, so you could just start having these integrations of different companies interacting with your talent and getting some organic buzz going. AEW is great at that, getting organic social buzz going. I think they have the ability to capitalize on that in a way WWE has not when it comes to house shows. Their house shows are very just house shows. But I think with AEW, if you had these, you got DDT, you got New Japan, I don't know if the Impact deal is still open, but you have all these other companies. We need more TV time or something more, because I don't want to see any other wrestlers come in hot and get lost. I mean, Keith Lee had to go into a qualifying match for their secondary title that is now shared between co-champions with their manager and the talent. Won't talk about that right now. But that is the that, to me, like, that's the issue. It's like, how do you feature all these people without being on Dark?
Woo. I don't know. I think you touched on a little bit. We did talk about adding more television time, which I don't know if that's something that's in the cards, but it's just like, how will these talents be utilized when we can't even, utilize the people that, and I mean, Mike makes a great point. We had Strong Hearts, and they seemed really excited about Strong Hearts, and then what happened to Strong Hearts? They're just gone. That whole thing just ended. So I don't even know what this is going to look like. Like I said, I got excited at first, and then it's like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. But let me tell you, I'd love to see Tetsuya Endo in AEW. I think that would be cool. There's some cool possibilities. There's some cool stuff that we can do. And I mean, what would be very cool if, we heard Omega, we don't know when he's coming back, but if they were to do a trios title tournament and we had some of these guys in the tournament, I think that would be cool, because they already have, I think they have 6-man and they have 10-man tag titles. They got a lot of titles in DDT, but I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm hesitant.
Same. Shout out Keith, man. Shout out Kenny Omega, man.
Yeah, man.
Boy, oh boy.
Feel up,
boy,
my
oh
dude.
boy.
The pop he's gonna get.
The amount of boy. I couldn't imagine going through all those surgeries.
No, I can't either.
Just don't know how much we can say. That's what I'm saying. It's like, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
So Thomas is saying there's a leaked picture of the unified title.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna look this up real quick. WWE unified title leak live. New unified championship photo leak.
They're just gonna share screen it so we don't have to.
What? What? Tom. Well, I can't because it's a different. Oh boy, I can't do this right now.
Okay.
From what it looks.
You want to send me the link? And I do.
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yes, Tony's on Tony's.
Leaked it on there. Yeah, there you
It's
go.
linked on Tony's OnlyFans. Yes, that's why everybody has bought.
Thank you, Dylan. If you want to, just in case, because I'm looking at this and it just looks. It looks exact like.
Yeah, I got it.
It looks exactly the same.
Boom.
What's different about it?
Boom. Don't.
It just looks the same, right?
Yeah.
Or am I looking at the wrong thing? New unified title belt. This is
There it
riveting
is.
for everyone.
All right.
Oh, he brought up the site. He's scrolling.
All right. So let's see this thing.
There you go.
What is this? The title with a blue? Is that this looks like a truck, like some type of like interactive.
Send me the image on. I'm here. I'm looking.
Is it the same thing?
I haven't gotten anything yet. I'm getting my phone off Wi-Fi. Why don't I see it? Dylan says he has a better photo, so I'm waiting for that to come through because I don't see it yet. So I mean, well then that would put. We can talk about this a little bit. That would put your or the raw mat. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's not it.
Okay, yeah, send it to me. Or send it to the thing.
Can you see it here?
That's actually dope. Can you just send that up?
Yeah. That looks great, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got the dude. It's got the eagle on top of it.
Yeah,
That's
let's see
cool.
that. I hope. I mean, at that point, if it's, I will want that.
Listen,
That
yeah.
title
Let me get this up
fire.
so we can all see it better. But listen, that looks cool. Thomas, thank you for bringing that to our attention. That looks great. Let's see here. Let me do a little magic here. Little magic. It's happening. I didn't have time to edit it, but there it is. There it is. That looks cool.
So, what is the new Universal title called? What's after Universal title, the Big Man Championship?
Well, it sounds like someone on Reddit's big mad about for no reason.
It's also, I would like to know, how is this fan made or not?
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing because what you just told me is they're gonna have a title match, so they're advertising it.
Yeah, they're
for
advertising
the Raw
for
title.
house shows, right? They're advertising for house shows after Mania for a multi-man world championship match. To Ronald's point,
go ahead. No, you got it.
There you got it.
We're here every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m.
Pacific.
PST. The other one. 10 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. We are here, Ronald.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us and
yes, sir.
being in the chat. So the whole unified world title will be on SmackDown and another world title. I don't. But then, like, why? I don't know. Who knows? I like the design though.
I love design but that's what that almost makes me feel like it's fan made because it's too perfect.
It's too
like
good.
it is too perfect.
It's
too perfect. I got big hands. Too perfect.
Too good. 7 p.m. not Eastern time. There you go.
That's how we're closing the show.
We got anything else before we want to get out of here?
Nah, man. I do now. Like, honestly, I do want to give a hashtag of the week. It really, this conversation with you people, our people, has sparked it. If you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, it's gonna be real quick. Let's go with some. Yeah, give me some. So, welcome to my hashtag of the week, ladies and gentlemen. This is Radio D. If I'm not gonna play that, look. All right, so my hashtag of the week this week is Book Nixon. That's right, Book Nixon. If a person is going to end Jade's streak, if it's not gonna be Athena, it has to be Nixon. It is almost a travesty, a crime. It may be even a federal, like, we have to get Interpol involved in this, because it is a shame that Nixon has not been booked on any major wrestling programs yet. We have we have MLW, well, we had ROH, but now we ROH back inside of AEW. We have AEW. AEW has AEW Dark, AEW Evolution, AEW Rampage, and Dynamite. They have 4 shows, 2 of them that just feel like they're 7 hours long and just stream online 24/7 on wrestling. Or how about this? Circle 6. It was an amazing night last night that you had. It was very incredible. You actually had a wrestling match that had an open women's challenge match that was actually answered by Juicy Fatu. Nixon would have been a perfect person to answer that challenge. There are so many wrestling promotions out there, and I would love to see Nixon get her shot. So my hashtag of the week is going to be Book Nixon. And go ahead and just crop this out, jot it down, put it in the universe, and tell Nixon that she deserves to be booked, because she does. Well, earned, but you get it, guys.
I agree. I 100% agree. I guess I have a hashtag of the week.
Let's do it.
Real quick, guys. Hashtag respect Gresham. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Jonathan Gresham's over in the UK right now, and he is the new Progress World Champion, the first American-born Progress Champion. He is now the Ring of Honor Champion and the Progress World Champion. I've been telling you guys for years, Jonathan Gresham is one of the best wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the world, and he's proven it time and time again. And old TK owns ROH now, so could be sooner rather than later we see old Gresh show up on Dynamite. That's it. That's my hashtag. It's very, very, very simple.
Very simple. Absolutely, I agree with you 100. Hey, remember when somebody was like, Gresham isn't a star? And
I can't wait. You don't think I remember? Just you fucking wait, my dude. I'm gonna destroy that man. I'm gonna go back into that Discord and be like, oh hey. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, do you remember when you were talking shit? You idiot. Go back into your bubble, you moron. Anyway. Anywho, that's it. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, I'm back.
I'm back.
Can't
wait. I can't wait for that moment, Pings. We're not talking about Anthony Ogogo.
Although, I mean, Anthony Ogogo was throwing the respect towards Regal's way. He's like, I'm excited to learn from this dude. And I'm like, hey, that's great. Also, Can we talk about Wheeler Yuta hopefully joining that group? I'm very excited about that.
They got something special brewing over there.
Yeah, I love it. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, we've been here long enough, and I can smell the dinner in the next room.
Oh, you always can smell dinner. I always just
I don't know what it is.
Smell despair and smell despair and wrestling headphones that I'm about to put on.
Anthony Agogo can go from my TV. Nailed it. Straight nailed it. All right, so you can find us at these places down here on the internet. You can find us here. Right here. It's here, and it's over there. And it's behind me too. It's behind me. Oh my god, I'll figure it out one of these days. Neeson, I feel like you have something you need to plug.
Yes, guys. Look, I have the show called In a Session now on Revote app. So if you just go here, we'll just do this little thing. Like we'll go here and then we're gonna press that and then it's gonna open up and then oh my god, like I didn't even time that. It's right there on the front page. You see my
Front page
Hamburger's place, and then you see us trending. Yeah, we're in the trending section here. There we go, trending right there. So I would advise you, please download the Revote app and watch the show called In a Session. And you just see my face. You see me going, because I'm very nice and very evil. That's that's about it. I'm just cursing everybody. That's all. Just giving everybody a nice little curse.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Go check it out, guys. Go check it out.
And also watch me and Pingo stream at some point because, I've been trying to play with Pingo for.
I have not played WWE 2K for an entire week.
We could play. We could play Call of Duty. Oh, and I'm about to get Elden Ring.
I'm not getting Elden Ring.
Yeah, you are.
All right, guys. That's all the time we have for. That would be interesting. You and me holding giant broadswords running across the front page. Oh my goodness.
Neeson front page Williams. I'm about to get that tattooed on me. Dylan, god damn it.
Dylan.
Getting that tattooed. Neeson front page Williams.
There you go.
That's right. Oh, I mean, technically, I guess that's true. I had front page of a newspaper. Shout out Betty. I had front page of In a Session. Wow.
John Want Ads Pingle. There you go. That's where I'll be in the Want Ads. I don't know. All right, guys.
Destiny 2 is where it's at.
I started playing Destiny 2. It was a lot of fun, and then I just stopped playing it. It's a very good game, though. I have nothing against it. I'm just all over the place. We know this. All right, guys. That's it for us this week. You can find us on Facebook.com/THS Wrestling News, YouTube.com/That Hashtag Show TV, Twitch.tv/That Hashtag Show, and Instagram.com/THS.Wrestling. But most importantly, ThatHashtagShow.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, Nixon.
Look at this.
Book
Bam Bam.
Nixon. Book Nixon.